new way of doing things. And sometimes there's going to be a lot of friction. There's friction. Maybe you're building something out for yourself. I mean, think about it. We're September, already mid-September. We've got like a quarter left in the year. So when you're writing out this building the new, and the reason I'm talking about it is because I just set up some new like DMOs, my daily methods of operation. I like to have one for my personal, one for my business, especially if your daily dose of me, especially if I talked about this yesterday, especially if I'm striving to become somebody else. Now, I'm still me, like, don't get me wrong, but I want segments of my life to be different. And so today's really about when there's a lot of distractions, the biggest distraction can typically be right in here, right in our brain, with worry or discouragement or self-doubt or criticism and judgment. This is a big thing I've had to overcome, like that mental beatdown, that self-abuse that we impose on ourselves. And it's interesting because something that I've done for a long time, like I've come a long way, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. Like you got to fight for yourself. And I don't like to say the word fight, but you really got to work for who you want to become. And sometimes in my books, I like to reread them, and I have notes in them, and I write myself notes in them, especially if it's like a really powerful prayer. So today I'm going to share with you, if you're struggling with some form of friction or you're ready to release something, this is a St. Patrick prayer. And it says, I arise today through God's strength to pilot me. God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's ear to hear me, God's word to speak for me, God's way to live before me, God's shield to protect me after or afar and near, alone or in the multitude. For daily, because we have our own battles within our day. So for daily, I expect to go into battle, to be murdered, betrayed, or reduced to slavery. I know, dramatic, but it feels like it, right? If the occasion arises, but I fear nothing. So that's that calm zen. That's that certainty that like, you're going to be okay. You got this. You were built for this. But I fear nothing because of the promises of heaven, for I have cast myself into the hands of the Almighty God, who reigns everywhere. Cast your burdens on the Lord, and he will sustain you. And one of the biggest things that really tremendously helped me, and still to this day, is I just focus on winning the day. So I want to encourage you today, whatever it is that you're battling, or whatever you feel somewhat defeated, or you feel confused, or you're feeling, just focus on winning today. That's it. Use the St. Patrick prayer. I love this prayer. If it resonated with you, of course, or find your own prayer. Find your own, whether it being one of these cards. I have prayers. It says, believe in yourself. You don't have to be the best. You just have to believe. Focus on your gifts, share that with the world. When you believe in yourself, so will everybody else. So I have written notes to myself. I have prayers written, hidden in books, posted on my walls. Like, you're going to come in here and be like, whoa, your whole home is a little vision board. Like, I can't leave feeling bad about myself, because I need reminders. We all need reminders. We all need that support. And sometimes you're going to be the only one that's in your corner at times, and that's okay. But make sure you're in your corner. Yes. Yep. Always. And God is within us, and we have to remember that. I had an insight yesterday. It's been a journey, but I had an insight yesterday, and my friend just is doing amazing as an artist. He just even got a collab with Kim Kardashian. And so I was just really happy. I was really happy for him. And he, everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves but you have to understand, everybody has their own timing. And sometimes it's not your time to win, because you have to go through something to build a solid character, so that when your big blessing comes, you're able to keep it and sustain it. You're able to handle it. I see so many people, and I can understand this for myself as to why certain things didn't happen earlier. I didn't have the character. I didn't have the foundation that was solid in order for me to be able to sustain those type of blessings. And so when you see somebody that's received a big blessing, be genuinely happy knowing that that is a mirror that is coming your way, but maybe right now it's not your time to win that. That's somebody else's time. And your time is coming. But if you're not happy for somebody else, you're going to delay your blessings because that's the reason why you haven't received them. Because everything is energy and everything is a boomerang and everything is a mirror. So you really have to, coming back to here, get this right, be able to build that type of character that can sustain the type of life that you really want. Because when you're in that position and you're receiving your blessings, you're going to have other people that are going to have very different things to say. And it's not about anybody else, but the relationship that you have with you and you. And one thing too, coming back to the fully trusting and having unwavering faith, is that Jesus is inside of us, God is inside of us. And once we have the willingness to receive that gift, and we have that certainty and that calmness no matter what is going on in our outside world, but that fully trusting, maybe not in yourself, because I do believe we have multiple versions of ourselves, but what side is running the show? What side are we operating from? Are we operating from our shadow, or are we operating from God's will? Are we operating from ego, or are we operating from God's will? And every day is a decision of like where we're operating from. And if you don't believe in yourself and you start to establish the belief and you claim you believe in God, know that God is inside of you. So at least embody the trusting and the knowing that no matter what, you're going to believe in that and you will be okay no matter what. And one thing I do want to say is I think I don't think I know more than ever right now. It's so important. And the people that I see winning the most are the ones that are part of strong ecosystems, strong environments, and strong support groups. And those are the ones because they stay focused. So the goal isn't necessarily that you're not capable than anybody else. You might be one of the smartest people in the world, or you might be the most talented people in the world. But if you are not able to stay focused and stay in the zone and stay in your lane and stay in flow, there's going to be a lot of distractions out there that are going to like try to pull at you. So the people that I see actually achieving their big breaks or achieving their dreams are the ones that have been able to stay focused. And so I want to invite you on September 25th through the 29th, the 25th through the 29th. And it's going to be a 5-day accountability challenge. And you can get the free download. As I showed you a little bit earlier, I have accountability calendars. I have one for personal, one for business. And the key is, and I wrote this here because I think I wrote it a lot better than I'll probably be able to say it, but getting focused and building out a new way of doing things will have friction. So the trick is to pull all the tools to be consistent with the plan on the super hard days, especially when you're going at it alone. And so just know you don't have to go at it alone. We are going to have a 5-day accountability challenge. Yes, fire. A 5-day accountability challenge. I'm going to try to make it as fun as possible. I'm going to definitely love your suggestion and feedback in there because I want you to just feel really like, I just want it to be fun. I want it to be fun. I want you to feel supported. And so if you go to TanyaColiver.com/calendar, you will be able to get that. And then also another thing that I'm giving you guys in there. So once you sign up, or if you get the calendar, you're going to get the calendar. It's going to give you information. And then you're going to have a commitment contract. The commitment contract is going to think of it as like your focus. So you're going to post it on the walls. You're going to have it in your calendar, and you're going to write out the things that you really want to focus in on. If you can leave 2023 feeling beyond like proud of yourself, what would those few things be on your commitment contract? And if you want to know about, I would highly recommend watching yesterday's live stream because it was really good and when I talk about consistency. So if you sign the commitment contract, you're going to do the accountability calendar, and you're also going to create it in a space of where you're building the healthiest, most prosperous version of yourself, the most elite version of yourself. Yes, a commitment contract. So you cannot negotiate this. And this is just to keep us focused. Because one thing I've realized with high achievers is that the biggest downfall is feeling understimulated, and that becomes a self-sabotage, because that understimulation is what has you it has you leave your current projects because you got bored with it, and then you jump around. And so there's too much jumping around and not enough follow through and commitment and mastering something to become an expert, to master it. And I struggle with it myself. You know, we struggle until we don't. We suck at something until we don't. And so everything is just practice. Being focused is truly a practice. And I also want to challenge you guys to stop titling and labeling yourself as the ADHD. Yes, understand your personality, but once you understand your personality, start to ask yourself, how can I be more focused right now? What tools can I find and discover to help me stay more focused and to help me keep on path? And one of them is going to be the 5-day accountability challenge. I'm going to host it. I'm going to run it. I'm going to keep you guys focused. It's one of my areas of strength. I am all about structure, accountability, support. I'll be your biggest fan. I'll make sure you are winning. I do everything to make sure that like people under my wing win. And another thing is just having healthy tools for the hard days. It's really the hard days that test our character. And if you're not solid and if you don't have tools, it's very easy to numb or to self-soothe with something that is going to throw you back a few days. And that can be just whatever tool you use in order to help you get that quick high, that instant gratification, because you're feeling really low and really bad in the moment. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream and it poured a little bit of life into you, a lot of life into you. Make sure you sign up for the challenge. It is TanyaColiver.com/accountability. I'm sorry, TanyaColiver.com/calendar. And then the accountability challenge, I will send that in the email and you guys will get that. And we're just going to build you up. So what's up, Charlene? I hope you can join the challenge. I know you are going to join the challenge. I can already declare it. So join the challenge. You guys are going to love it. We're starting early. You guys can start to think about what you want to set to put in your commitment contract, and then also what you need to build out for your DMOs in order for you to start to become that type of a person. And it's not going to be easy, but I got you guys. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.